Engine starting. I'm in a car. Starting. Interact. Cancel. Look around. Lock the door. Open the window. Hello, good sir. Love is the extremely difficult realization that something other than oneself is real. Iris Murdoch. Chewing Raisin. Chewing tobacco. Oh.
So,
Did I just brush my teeth?
so where are you headed?
Oh. Ignore the question. Shrug. I don't know.
Not the talkative type, eh? That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin?
Oh, sorry.
Want a raisin? They're from my farm.
I'm not a raisin person really, but I'll take one. What the hell?
You don't look so good.
Am I being drugged?
Guess those things don't agree with you yet. Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth.
What? Is that true?
You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real?
Enlighten me.
Raisins and grapes, man. They're the same thing, but they taste disgusting when eaten together. Obvious bug in the program there, right? Memory's a slippery thing. Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later, assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself, sitting in this car, talking to me like we are right now. But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one?
Whoa.
Or this one? Or this one? We think we remember how people really were, how our lives together really
That's
were.
so true, man.
But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air.
Basically,
Just grabbing another raisin out of the box.
Okay. What's it with you and raisins?
I've spent a lot of time around raisins. They're like those dogs you see with wrinkles of skin falling over their eyes. Not the most handsome dogs. Basically helpless, but lovable. My wife,
Sharpie.
she preferred grapes the way most people do. She's dead now, but you
What?
probably guessed that.
You killed her or something? How would I have guessed?
Takes one to know one, right?
Are you saying you're...
I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They usually stand on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air.
What do you think I'm grieving over? Have we met before?
No, I don't know you. Just know the type.
Okay, so what do you remember about her?
My wife? If I'm totally honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like. Remember
Watch out for the
everything
rock
about
there.
her. Just not her face.
Watch out for the rock.
Some people have faces that are easy to remember.
Like Einstein.
Doesn't seem fair.
I've noticed that too.
Sure. It's not as easy as people think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now.
True.
What color are my eyes?
Probably gray or something.
Nope. Well, like I said when I picked you up,
Looks gray.
some people are just waiting until it's their turn to talk. Hey, kid. Do me a favor and crack the window, would you? That's better. Now, where were we?
Your eyes. Oh. Where are we headed anyway?
Not much profit in talking geography with someone who doesn't know where he's going or where he's from. But if you want to know, the trunk of this car is full of 4 bushels of raisins that I'm driving to my brother's place in Intercourse. That enough info for you, Copernicus?
Wait, intercourse?
Yep. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. You're not going to believe this, but my other brother lives in Lampshade, Texas. I once picked up a guy who'd been to the Czech Republic. They've got some really weirdly named places over there, he was telling me. One place that means young celebrator of pain. The thing is, some of these places are 700 years old. I guess they didn't really know how to name places back then. You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread. Balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread.
What the hell?
Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Getting older's funny.
Is your radio magical?
It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better.
Sounds like a mixed blessing.
You got that right, kid. Let me tell you, getting old is no picnic.
Like raisins. What's it like being married for so long?
Yeah, well, that all sort of depends on which raisin you take out of the box, right? How you spin it. We were married for 37 years. People used to ask us how we managed, being married and all, working off the side of the road together, sharing a little trailer. The truth is, nobody knows if they're happily married. All they know is that it's the thing they've been doing every day for the last 37 years. It's not that simple, Copernicus. Life has a way of chipping away at that certainty. It'd be easier if you had a number assigned to you, a number from 1 to 100, printed on both your foreheads where you could always see it. It would arrive in the mail every year, right after you file taxes. Oh, we're a 71. That couple down the street, the Rosens, they're an 82 this year. Oh, I guess they have it a bit better than us. Some way of knowing.
I'd say 71 isn't bad.
There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the
Vanishing
country.
farmers.
It's a nice photo. The photographer caught a certain look, an expression she used to have, like she could see something barely out of sight for the rest of us. Here, pop open the glove box and I'll show you what I mean.
Take. Help.
What you got there?
Just a match.
Just a matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important.
Oh man.
So, where were we? Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you.
Does he?
I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he? Who gave this to you? Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it.
What the hell? What do you think the woman is?
What woman?
In the photo.
Well, oh, her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
The Farmer's Almanac, 1954. Weather forecast for 16 regions of the United States.
What's that black thing in the glove box anyway?
Binoculars.
See anything interesting there?
Argos Manila. There's a windmill.
A windmill, eh?
Do you think it's nearby?
No idea.
Let's go. Tap driver to continue conversation. Lock the door.
Say, want to hear a joke?
Please, no.
Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? He couldn't get a date.
Birds may swarm when they...
Hey, that reminds me. It's almost 4:30.
What happens in 4:30?
You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene.
Darlene.
She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle Hour. Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry,
balloon.
yet I have no eyes. Darkness
Cloud.
follows me. Lower light I never see.
Oh, there. Cloud, guess.
Very good. Here's our next one. A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound.
Oh, here. Zipper.
Very good.
I don't know why I listen to this every day. Damn questions are rigged. I never get them.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey!
Did the radio just
Having
answer?
fun? Want to keep going?
Just answer this guy. Not really.
Okay, let's go to our final riddle then.
Oh, final riddle already.
He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene.
Need some help?
I'd like a hint.
I never did like changing his tires. The lion liar.
What?
Damn it, Darlene. I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since. Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then
The
you'll
radio
see.
can actually respond. What? Did the match just burn? Okay, how did that happen?
She's
There's
in
a match
trouble,
beside
Copernicus. You must help her.
What's going on here?
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over.
You did something there, didn't you?
Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend. But I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you.
From what?
From yourself. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you.
What do you mean?
You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything.
Why would I do that?
Let's not kid ourselves. You don't seem like a guy who wants to remember. Look, I admit I lied, but only about one thing. Nope. I'm as surprised by that one as you are.
That we met before.
Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact.
Let's start from the beginning
Sure.
then.
You showed up at my trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Was she there with
The
me?
woman in the photo? No, I didn't actually meet her. I just know what you told me about her. She was backpacking around Europe without you. And you? You weren't taking it so well.
How do you know all this stuff about me?
Oh, I know a lot about you. I know about the phone number in the matchbook. I know you didn't show it to me. Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road.
What?
Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's
Show
a
me the
bartender?
money. Oh wait.
Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all.
Oh man. This is
I wasn't
going to
afraid of
end
the truth
badly.
either, back then. My wife,
This
She got
is
the
going to
X-rays.
end badly.
when she knew, she decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the X-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious.
In here?
Stayed closed until today, till you came along.
Stop changing the subject and get to the point.
I wish it was that simple, kid.
What else then? What?
Hey, Chief. Why don't you have a look here?
What the hell is that? He's wearing an orange vest.
He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. guess he's part of what you're running from.
What the hell is...
Not sure. You can't see him
What?
directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures. Well, we haven't talked yet about the second time we met. That's the thing. It's a little hard to explain. Better if I just take you there.
Are you serious?
It's just a quick detour. We'll be there in a minute. But close the window. You don't want to have it open where we're headed.
Okay, so it's dark now. The headlights still off. Can't interact with anyone, anything. This guy is a serial killer. Or he's dead. But he's probably more of the devil.
A man travels along a road until he reaches a gate at the top of a hill. The road has been long and straight so far, and the going has been easy. But now the man can't go any further, so he takes a seat by the road to rest. The man waits, and after a length of time that seems neither short nor long, the gate opens, and a guard appears.
Ask the guard for entry.
The man asks the guard for entry, but the guard says he cannot let him enter at the moment. The man thinks for a second and asks if he will be allowed through later. It is possible, says the guard, but not now.
What? Look through the gate.
The gate now stands slightly open, and the man tries to look through it longingly. His journey has been easy so far, and he misses the feeling of the open road. The guard notices and laughs. Even if you could gain entry, there are many gatekeepers after me. Some are much stronger than me, and I'm afraid to look upon them. So there the man waits, for days, months, years, waiting to enter. One day, when he's given up hope of entering, a single question occurs to him, one he has not thought of before. Why, he wonders aloud, are there no other travelers along this road? All these years, no one but myself has waited in front of this gate.
Maybe because this is my road.
The answer to this
For me.
question comes from
I
a
don't
voice near his shoulder. It is you who made this gate, says a bird perched nearby. So it exists for no one but you.
Okay.
But why? Asks the traveler. Why would I choose to stop here?
Feed the bird.
The bird answers after hungrily eating a crust of bread from the man's hand. After this point, the road becomes less straight. It splinters like the tree in which I live,
What?
splitting into dozens,
A multiverse.
hundreds of branches. The path becomes impossibly narrow and frail, and crowded with the view of other paths one could have taken. There's only one point ahead on the road where all paths converge, where all points join, where the light shines through skin and through lies. But it's never been reached by one of your kind, a traveler who walks on feet. Shoo! cries the guard, chasing the bird away. Don't listen to his nonsense. Having said this, he takes a seat next to the traveler, but not before closing the gate
Hates the bird.
forever.
What? So we can't go.
So when you think about it, who knows how long we've been sitting here, just like this, on this road. Take it from
The
me.
gate and the guard is
It's better to
protecting
face
me.
things with, what's it called again? Fortitude.
Okay.
Better not to feel too much. Want a raisin?
What? No.
You sure? You just need to get used to them.
This again?
Life is like a box of raisins.
Man.
That's some Forrest Gump type wisdom for you right there. Here,
Some-
I'll leave the box open for you. Help
This is some
yourself.
Russian dolls. This is some Russian doll type shit. Okay, fine. Let's get one. It's horrible. Don't make me dizzy again. See? Now the birds are here. They want the
Look.
raisins.
Hooded crows all along this road. I have to chase these for my farm every harvest.
You're chasing him like the guard has chased the wise bird. Let me check something. The photo is still weird. Dante's Diner. And then there's a match like Dante's Inferno. I think I'm dead in hell. And this is probably a demon.
They
Or
look
my
hungry.
future self.
Didn't get much peck out of this last harvest.
He's probably my future self. Like a raisin. Probably that's the allegory. Okay, eat the raisin. Put it in a box. Let's get the birds out. Open the window. They can't be fed if the window is closed. Okay, so we'll have to feed the raisin. Throw out the window.
You don't want to do that, kid.
Why
These
not?
birds are unpredictable. There's no telling what they'll do once they start swarming. Get enough of these crows together and it's big trouble.
Is this a clue? The Farmer's Almanac. Weather forecast. Let's feed more. More birds will come.
You're making a mistake, kid. You don't know where they're taking you. Look, I'll help you. I'll help you figure out what happened when she came back from Europe.
You've sworn to this to me.
Look, I get that you're mad, and I don't blame you. But you don't know what's out there, kid.
So are you the guard?
What other drivers on this road are
preventing
like.
to
Stay
cross
with
that
me,
gate?
and things will play a whole lot safer.
I wanna know this.
All right, I guess you made your choice. Don't blame me for what happens next.
I think he's the guard.
Now you've done it. They've taken control of the car.
And the crows are actually here to help. Where are they taking us?
I don't know, Copernicus. Why don't you ask them?
Where are we now?
We're at my farm, Copernicus. I had a funny feeling. The moment you looked through those binoculars.
They want.
Well, they're pulling us around in circles. They're afraid of the scarecrows I put up here last summer. They want to take you, I suppose, to that windmill in the middle.
Okay. Take the scarecrows away from the road. Take the scarecrows. How do you do that? Oh, sorry.
to rotate the scarecrows.
Yeah.
See if you can find something in this car that might do the trick.
Oh, here. There. Okay, rotate this away. There we go. There.
That's it, kid. Now, more of the same. Almost there.
Okay, one more.
That's it, kid.
That was weird. What? Is that a Polaroid
I think it's for you.
camera? Okay. What is this?
They have a way of leaving gifts once you've fed them. Often something shiny or a piece of string.
The crows, they're helping me to remember.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. It's practically a cliche. Going to Europe to have new experiences, and yeah, it's corny. But maybe find myself.
I guess I'm just worried that you'll find yourself but lose me along the way.
I'll be back before you know it. Promise. Here's a security deposit.
What a weird box. Did you win this at the circus?
It's great, right? I'll send you something special from Europe to put inside, so you know I'm thinking of you. And then we have our road trip together when I get back. You won't miss me anyway. You have plenty to keep you busy, like that job in California. The story about the
vanishing grape farmers. You're right. I'm worrying too much. I love it. Does it lock?
In some other world, it must, but not here. Okay, trade you a memory box for your Polaroid. Say cheese.
Okay.
Well, now that you know how it started, it doesn't make the next step any easier, does it? Listen, I disapprove of just about every choice you've made on this trip. But I like you, kid, and I can see you've made up your mind. If you want to find your girlfriend, if you want to find out what happened, if you really want to go there, you've got to find that box.
What makes you so sure?
Personal experience, kid. Don't make the same mistake I did. Well, this is where I say goodbye. Unless you want to help transport 4 bushels across. Nah. Just remember, there are many more gates ahead and many more guards. I'm pretty much the friendly drunken uncle of the bunch.
Okay, so
Well,
he's indeed the game.
good luck to you, kid. Oh, one more thing.
More advice?
What did the grape say when he got run over by the car?
Something about the date?
Nothing. He just gave a little whine. Good luck with your search.